Diponegoro was an Indonesian national hero known as the leader of the Java War against Dutch colonial rule. Born into a noble family in Yogyakarta, he chose a religious and humble way of life. With a strong fighting spirit, he led the resistance for justice and national sovereignty, becoming a symbol of courage and determination.
Prince Diponegoro was born on November 11, 1785 in Yogyakarta. He was the son of Sultan Hamengkubuwono III and was known for his religious and humble lifestyle. Diponegoro led the Java War 1855 to 1830 against Dutch colonial rule due to injustice and interference in Javanese governance. He was deceitfully captured in 1830 and exiled to Makassar, where he died on January 8, 1855. He is remembered as a national hero of Indonesia. Diponegoro did not receive formal education in that school, but he was taught Islamic teaching and Javanese culture values from an early age. Living outside the village, he grew up as a religious figure closely connected to the people. His life experiences shaped his belief that colonialism was damaging to Javanese society and culture. This conviction led him to lead a resistance against the Dutch to defend the dignity of his nation.
In his memoirs recorded during exile, Prince Diponegoro conveyed his deep resentment toward Dutch colonial rule, which he saw as a threat to Javanese tradition and dignity. He viewed the colonial presence not only as political domination, but as a spiritual and cultural crisis. Reflecting on the injustice he witnessed, he once declared, "Better to die with honor than live under the yoke of the oppressor." His words embodied the spirit of resistance and became a symbol of unwavering defiance in the face of foreign rule.
Diponegoro was more interested in a religious and populist way of life, and he wished to be with his great-grandchild in Tegalizo. The rebellion began during the reign of Hamengkubuwono V, 1822, when Diponegoro became a trust member of the court. However, his beliefs were not approved, and Diponegoro felt alienated. This trial can become a new opportunity if you learn everything about the heroic struggle of the national hero Diponegoro and inspiring chapter in history.
The history of Prince Diponegoro War begins when the Dutch established a post in the village of Tagarejo, which angered him as it disrespects local custom and exploit the people. Diponegoro gained support from the local to his prince stance on the advice of his uncle, Prince Hamengkubuwono. He moved to Selarong Cape and declared his resistance as a war of Sabil, holy war. This spirit of resistance spread to regional sites as Pacitan and Kedu. One of the religious leaders from Surakarta joins the movement, and Diponegoro also met Kiai Maja at Selarong Cape.
Amid this war, the Dutch misfortune of no less than 15,000 troopers and 20 million guilders. Different why President exertion to capture Diponegoro, Netherlands. Indeed, the challenge was utilized. Golden 50,000 prize granted to anybody who can capture Diponegoro, until at long last Diponegoro was captured in 1830.
On February 16, 1830, Prince Diponegoro and Colonel Clarence met in Remo, Kamal, Begalan. Clarence proposed the prince and his followers stay in Monore while awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant Governor General Henry Marcus de Kock. On March 28, 1830, Diponegoro met with de Kock in Magelang. De Kock asked Diponegoro to end the war, but he refused. As a result, Diponegoro was arrested and exiled to Ungaran, then taken to Semarang and Batavia, where he was transferred to Sihipulok on April 5.
On April 11, 1830, Diponegoro arrived in Batavia and was detained at the Stadius, now the Patiala Museum, awaiting a decision from Governor General Van den Bosch. On April 30, 1830, a decision was made. Sultan Diponegoro Raden Ayu Retnaningsih signed Diposono and his wife, along with other followers such as Martoleksono Bulplanhofer and Nyai Sotaruno, were exiled to Manado. On May 3, 1830, Diponegoro and his guard were transferred aboard the ship Pollux to Manado, where they were imprisoned at Fort Amsterdam.
Diponegoro died in exile on January 8, 1855. His body was never returned to the land of Java, but the spirit of resistance he left behind continued to live on, becoming a lasting legacy for the nation. He is regarded as a symbol of resistance against colonialism and is honored as a national hero of Indonesia. Diponegoro death not only marked the end of a chapter in history, but also strengthened the resolve of future generations to continue fighting for independence. Kuas Larong in Bantul served as about his hideout and guerrilla base during the Java War. His autobiographical manuscript, Baba Diponegoro, written during his exile Makassar, has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Document. Several of his personal belongings, such as his Greece traditional dagger, robe, and the royal carriage Kezimat, are preserved in the Yogyakarta Palace and the National Museum. His well-maintained grave in Makassar remains a historical pilgrimage site. All of these stand as silent witnesses to the courage and determination of Diponegoro.
Prince Diponegoro was an Indonesian national hero known as the leader of the Java War against Dutch colonial rule. Born into a noble family in Yogyakarta, he chose a religious and humble way of life. With a strong fighting spirit, he led the resistance for justice and national sovereignty, become a symbol of courage and determination.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.